Okay, and here goes with day 12. I'm not going to buy any new food for today because there's the bet going on. Oh, that's menu rotting. Yeah, we'll go with fries. If I win the bet, which is whatever it was, 20 or so perfect orders, then I'll have enough money to get pizza next time and possibly one of the equipments like air conditioning to make the customers a bit more patient. So we'll see how this goes, but this is basically just, again, win the bet, get some more cash, then get some different foods. Again, no alcoholic turning up today. Always nice when you see the alcoholics up again, 9:30. Well, at least they're waiting half an hour after the restaurant opens rather than the first 2 minutes. Only 18 more perfect combos to go. Oh, and of course I forgot it's going to rain. Not that I really pay much attention to what works in rain and what doesn't, because I serve the foods I want to serve and the foods I'm good at serving, and basically customer requests be damned. 1 vanilla, 1 chocolate, cherry and sprinkles. So, ranch cheese, bacon. So this day, apart from the bet, which is 15 away from being completed, is going to be relatively boring, because it's basically the same as previous days, apart from the fact there's a bet on. Thank you for the tip. I try to remember what was that TV series I liked. One with the computer that was protecting people with Harold and Reese. No, completely forgot what it was called. But anyway, there was an episode of that where they had the crazy woman, Root, who was rescuing a prisoner from a bus, and the prisoner was asked by bigger, scarier prisoners, did he want a tip? Did he want a tip? So his response was no, and this big scary prisoner said, "That's good, because you're going to get the whole thing." And again, random thought that pops into my head when I saw the word tip appear at the top of this game. Yeah, it's one of those silly random thoughts I frequently seem to have. Sea salt. Oh, that was the name of it? Person of interest. I just love, Lionel the cop, and the strange names he came up with for Root. Always inferring that she was a complete and utter nut job. Oh, I managed to win the bet. And I wasn't even paying attention. That was a good TV series. I'm sorry it ended, with its last season. Was it a year or so ago? There again. It's a good TV series and I liked it, so, it was naturally it was going to end before it should have done. There again. Best TV series I've ever seen that most people haven't. The Wire. I don't think I've ever seen a TV series as good as The Wire, and I doubt I'll ever see another one as good as The Wire. It's not something that was necessarily easy to get into, but if you invested the time and effort in understanding the characters, what they were saying and what was going on, and were willing to put up with the swearing, gratuitous violence, etc., it was truly brilliant. And I'm sure, I haven't seen it yet, Game of Thrones, because I read a couple of the books, and wasn't that bothered. So I'm sure Game of Thrones is tremendously entertaining. The Sopranos is a very good TV series. One that most people in America won't have heard of, but was huge in Australia and actually caused controversy. Underbelly. So about their criminals in Melbourne. All very good TV series, but Nothing I've yet to run into quite matches the class and brilliance of The Wire. And if you haven't seen it, I would highly recommend it. It's all on DVDs. You can probably get it on Netflix these days, or HBO on demand, or sort of probably Hulu and God knows where else. I don't keep up with these things because, well, basically, I'm too set in my ways. I don't understand all this modern fangled technology. But I would still highly recommend it. And there's a lot of TV series that I would highly recommend. But no matter how good they were, nothing will quite match The Wire for me. Again, if I was really thinking about it, there was TV series with the actor Clive Owen in it, in Britain back in I think it was the late 80s, early 90s, called Chancer. So where he was when he started, he was a city boy, money maker for a bank. But it was a very well done, very well acted TV series, and I even noticed, if you ever watched the TV series Elementary, the guy that played Lestrade in it was actually in Chancer when he was very young. Which, I was watching Elementary, and all of a sudden I was looking at it thinking, I recognise that guy from somewhere. And then, it hit me. He was the guy who played the Foreign Legion soldier deserter in Chancer. And he was as good an actor back then as he is today. It's like, well, one of my favourite TV series, not necessarily the greatest, but one I really loved was Firefly. And the guy that played Badger in that is one of my favourite actors. He was also in Leverage, Soldier of Fortune, and a whole bunch of TV series over the years. But he was just that good an actor. Okay, I could upgrade wine if I had wine. A new item. Oh, a commercial toilet. Good. Catering opportunities. And this is catering equipment. Right. In theory, if I get, catering equipment, it will open up the extra events over here, and I can then cater for parties. Oh, and customers will have a boost in patience. Never a bad thing to have a patient customer. Yes, I got a perfect day. Menu rot is occurring again. Crazy Dave's bet. Yeah, if replying to messages sent in the universal mailing list, a few people have been hitting the reply all button. It's gotten rather annoying. Actually, I can relate to that, because I work for a company that's got about 15,000 employees, and sometimes you get someone sends a message out to a huge list of a couple of thousand of them, and then rather than there's one of those people replying directly to the sender, they hit reply all, and then after 2 or 3 people have hit reply all, you get 15 people sending a reply all to everybody, telling everybody else to stop replying all, and that goes on for a while. And you just look at these people and think, either they've got way too much time on their hands, or they're just idiots. And I don't have an opinion on which they are, but I'm pretty sure they're one of them. Okay, I said I was going to get pizza. And we'll go back to the equipment and see what the equipment was. Okay, I've got all of that. I could get the commercial toilet, or I could get the air conditioner. Okay, well, we'll get the air conditioner just to keep people happy. Okay, do I have to buy something for the extra events? Pretty sure it said I did, but I can't see what. Not available, not available. Well, while we're here, we'll buy the toilet just to stop that coming up so much. Okay, I'm blind, obviously. Let me go back to the red emails. Catering opportunities. feel like you're doing a great job. So we thought you could invest in catering equipment. We could, okay. The equipment has been delivered to your restaurant. If I tell you may get emails by next week offering catering. Okay, so it's just it'll come up in its own time. I don't have to buy anything to get it. Alright, so if I go to my active menu, and that's got menu rot, pizza. Everybody loves pizza. Not really, but I do, so I just assume everybody loves pizza. And nothing else. While I'm here, okay, the checklist is now day 13. Checklist is statistics. So really, I've served 11 pizza. I just put it on the menu. Wonder how I managed that. Sometimes I wonder about the stats in this game. 4 gallons of soda and 20.75 gallons of alcohol. They're all drunks, I tell you. And nothing particularly spectacular there. Right. So go to my active menu. Okay, you got fries and pizza and the usual 3 reprobates that never go off. There's no bets. Oh, this reminds me. Should check the active bet. I don't have wine, otherwise I could do this bet because I had lasagna and chicken. But it's a perfectly randomised bet, so tomorrow it may randomise the stuff I've already got. But as I don't have that one, I can't do it. And it's not. The alcoholics seem to have disappeared, or at least wait until 9:30. Is the next one going to be an alcoholic? Next customer? Come on, next customer. 9:4. Oh no! Looks like the alcoholics are waiting a bit longer. Maybe they like the variety of food now and have stopped being alcoholics. That's what I was chuntering on about before I got distracted by the end of the day. TV shows. So, just one of those weird and wonderful little things. One of the TV shows I truly love. Bacon. Okay, that's a pizza. I'll explain it to the next one. There was a TV show in Britain called The Paradise Club. Had some really good music, as well as had the lead singer from Iron Maiden, was named Bruce Dickinson, appeared in it a couple of times as well. It was a nice London gangstery type one, kind of light-hearted, decent entertainment. Okay, here's a pizza. It wants tomato sauce and cheese, then they're normally both there, and pepperoni, sausage, and bacon. I really should stop taking that so slowly because I'm meant to be doing a rush hour. Then pizza cooks, and you just sort of give it to them cooked ranch, beans, and carrots. So just and the odd time, yes, if you don't want tomato sauce, they just want cheesy bread, basically. Tomato sauce, cheese, there's sausage, right, and this has a second list, and I assume UV onions on this one, as I told you earlier, is N. So which is different from what it was on whatever the other one I did, where onions was O, which is something you have to be careful of when you're doing these things, is to remember which letter corresponds to which food on which menu. Or you can, I believe, change the key bindings if you want to. I never have, but it's a possibility, and probably a reasonable idea to do it if you actually think about it and care enough. For some reason, pizza always seems to be a good seller. Not entirely sure. It's pretty cheap at this level, I must admit, until it gets upgraded. That probably helps. But it's pizza, isn't it? Everybody loves pizza. Know what I mean, mate? Sorted. Result. Pizza. I can do a stupid lower class London boy. Know what I mean? In it. Oops, cheese, onions and peppers. basically, well, that covered that one. That was pizza. Alright, that many more foods to go, but hopefully, yeah, so in the next couple of days it will open up the extra events, and a couple of days after, or 2 or 3 days after that, will almost be at the end of this restaurant onto a 1-star restaurant, which then opens up more upgrades and hopefully possibly the specialty foods. I can't remember when they come in, and that's something different to see. And I doubt by the time you got to this point, you'll either have decided to get this game and give it a shot. Sausage UVN. Okay, so all I got bored to death of watching these things and will have stopped watching, so by that point I doubt anybody's watching this anyway. So I could say anything I wanted to and no one would care because, you know, what the hell. Hell, I'll be amazed if anybody watches these things anyway. I'm only doing this for fun. So I'm not one of these people, at least certainly not yet, who's doing this as of to monetize anything. I'm doing this purely for the hell of it, because I got bored. Oh, and here's a... Oh, they call it a deluxe pizza, but basically it's got everything. That took me a second to think. There's cheese, bacon. I thought something was over my right shoulder then. I don't know why. I just had this horrible feeling, and I looked around and there was nothing there. Well, there was something obviously there because I'm inside a building, so look over my right shoulder, there's something, but it wasn't anything close to me that was going to kill me, which is what I really cared about at that second. Not that, you know, so I'm overly paranoid, but sometimes you just feel like somebody's standing behind you, and you know, so if you're sat perfectly safe in your own house or apartment, and basically you suddenly get the feeling that somebody's standing behind you, and there shouldn't be because there should be nobody else in the building, which is a kind of weird state to think about. Why would I think somebody's standing behind me when I know no one's come through the door? So unless they've climbed through a window and are planning on stabbing me, so there would be nobody behind me, and yet I thought there was. Yes, I'm weird. What can I tell you? I would say I'm not entirely normal, but I'm English, so I'm entirely normal for being English. And that was day 13. Next day is day 14. That was very logical. And immediately, I got a pizza upgrade. And enhanced security is available. I got 10% buzz boost. Oh, good. Perfect day. Menu rot. Sorry if I think this already, but man, the food is good there. I hope you guys stick around forever. Forever and ever. Today's random bet is baked potatoes, chicken and hamburgers. Or burgers, which I don't have 2 out of those 3, so I can't do that one. I've got a whole $600. So if I go for the upgrade, yeah, salad upgrade is that. Yeah. Apart from the sodas, which I'm not entirely sure what that will upgrade it to, I can't afford to upgrade any of those, and pretty sure none of the specialty foods have kicked in. No, none of them have. Thought for a second they had, and I thought I just missed it. So for $600 I could get sopal. I don't know how to pronounce that word. It's not a food I've ever actually seen in reality. So this is supposedly a Mexican fried treat. Really? Never heard of it. And I couldn't even afford the fried chicken. I could just about afford nachos. Certainly can't afford pasta. I couldn't cook it anyway because I can't afford to cook a soup, and I certainly couldn't afford wine. So I got a key bindings. Okay, so this would be how you change keys. I'm not going to because and tablet touch as well. Serve option A. Enter cook serve foods. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so that would be coffee. I could change these for coffee. So I don't because that's relatively simple, but so if I do pasta or nachos or something, I may change onions to N because I'm more used to that. Anyway, that was day 13, and that's where I'll stop for the moment. Have a fun day.